Okay.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what this shows. The benefit of going in unbiased, unfiltered, completely agnostic look to see if there's a signal first. And then when you see the signal, which I did, so stage one is, wow, there's a signal. Stage two, what is making the signal? PQC is built for solving those problems.
Right.
So basically, and that's where it differs from AI. Okay. AI needs training sets for the most part. There are versions of AI now that claim not to, which are real. They make up data in order to train the data. There aren't enough training sets. So what you do instead is you make up artificial data and then try to teach it to reconstruct the real data, okay, by picking the parameters in the artificial data. And then you try to classify existing data. But it's a different story. Here, everything is understood. The algorithm is totally prescriptive. I know exactly what's going on. There's no mystery once I find something. And we ended up, I just showed you, with this concept of biospace, which is what people in the literature, it turns out, that's where the idea came from, to look at it this way, what people were talking about as latent coordinates in the data. So there are people doing AI that say, oh, I'm going to keep feeding AI from this, and AI is going to reduce my problem to some low-dimensional manifold, and I'll call that a latent coordinate picture. But then I'm faced with the problem. I don't really know what the coordinates mean. I'm busy trying to interpret them, and I certainly don't know how to exploit them. Different here, right? So we started with no training data. I shouldn't be showing you this, but my collaborators say I can show it to you. So here are the axes. So what do you know from these axes? Well, the genes in this axis have, as I say, tumor-associated fibroblast activation. They're immune checkpoint genes signaling chemokine-driven inflation. The pathways that are being recruited for this or that. Basically, here it says this: if you want to change overexpression or underexpression, you want to look at the drugs which do the following thing.